stone doors. These doors for the royal enclosure. Actually, in between these two walls, there was a entrance gateway point. The doors were there. Actually, these doors were operated by elephants because each door has more than 3,500 kilograms. The wall supposed to be that much high before.
This wall also?
Yes, ma'am. The first one. But in the invasion, Bahmani Sultans, they used the cannon. They blast the wall. That's the wall got collapsed. Even that time, the doors fell on the ground. So around 200, 250 years, nobody is there. In that time, the mud was deposited on the stones. So 1974, Archaeological Survey of India, they excavated there. They find out these two doors. It was in good condition, but that was broken. That's why they shifted here. They joined with eroded gum. They kept here for the exhibit the visitors. And look at the bottom part. There is two pieces of stones. It's supposed to be like round shape. That was the hinges. And behind the doors, both sides, you can see the holes. When they close the doors, they used to put iron bar to lock the doors. You can see the back side also.
Hey, ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Keep her away from this one.
They drill a groove on the rock like this. They fill with banyan tree wood. Every half an hour they pour the salt and hot water. So when you absorb the salt water and the hot water, slowly it gets swelling inside. It's take around 10 to 15 days process. Then it leaves the cracks in between. Then this stone will come out.
Are there cracks?
No, this they attempted but they did not complete.
Very quickly they try to do more.
It is based on the size. If they want this much of length, they drill grooves like this. If they want to small pieces, they will be horizontal lines also on top. So when you climb over here, you can see the horizontal grooves also.
Ooh, that's a lot.
In the palace ground, in front of you, you can see the Dashara celebration platform. We called Mahanavami dibba.
What is this?
Ma'am, this is for programs purpose.
So do all the audience just sit here?
Yeah. So actually, it was not a stage. It was a pavilion.
For the king?
This is for the king's family.
The performance happens here.
Here on the ground, ma'am. Only base is survived because base made of stone, and upper part they made of sandalwood. There was a sandalwood mantapa on top of the foundation. Just imaginary, I will show you how the structure over there.
This stone looks different.
Yes, sir. Basically, they made of local granite stone. For more decoration purpose, they brought it from Andhra Pradesh. It's a basalt stone.
Oh.
So this is how it was. Mahanavami platform.
Oh, sandalwood column and all.
Yes, sir. The kings and all families sit over there. They view the celebration, sir. Only the major events happening here for the royal family. And there are 43 foundations for the different programs. But we don't have exact records which platform belongs to which ceremony. But overall, foreign travelers mentioned this place for the completely Dashara celebration purpose. Which group participated very well, they could get honorable prize, moments, from the king here only. Around 9 days they had been celebrating classic, cultural, folk, sports events, everything. The final day, before they go to start a procession, all the South Indian subordinate kings, they should pay royalty to the Vijayanagar king here only. Then after, they brought all the military elephants, horses, camels, and also the royal elephants. So what kind of program they had been celebrated here, they depicted with the sculpture. You can see the bottom row, elephant processions are there. And the second one, horses, then classical dancers. You can see on the grey color stone, fight against the elephants, and wrestling, and folk and sports events. Everything they depicted over here. After invasion, this part got completely collapsed. See, this is after destruction.
Oh.
Restored.
Yeah, ma'am. So Archaeological Survey of India, they collected all the stones, they restored. Some of the panel, they didn't have idea where they need to keep accurately. That's why they shifted over here, ma'am. You can see the remaining part of the panels. And which is look like a bridge. That's an aqueduct, a water canal. They brought water from the lake there.
Yeah.
So that's a water canal, man. They brought it from lake, man, Kamalapuram lake.
Okay.
It's come like a gravitational force. That can lead everywhere, man. Enter the palace ground. Lotus Mahal, Elephant Stable, Azarama Temple, palace, the celebration place. Everything it's laid under the ground, man.
Oh,
So up to this level high, mud was covered in between 200 years after destruction. Archaeological Survey of India in 1983, they traced the aqueduct connections and they follow the diversions. They excavated here, they find out 3 water tanks. So this is for the drinking water purpose. Second one, swimming pool for royal kids. Then third one, step well for the Devi shrine. All these 3 water tanks excavated in 1983 because of the aqueduct connections.
Step well for?
Aqueduct.
No, step well for?
Devi shrines.
Beauty shrine.
And we are on the ground, so we will have a doubt how they could get entertainment from the top. When you go upstairs, from there you can get a nice view, sir. And also you can glance entire panoramic view of the royal enclosure. Backside there is a way to get down easy. So get on backside, come right corner, I will be waiting for you.
All right.
From Southeast Asia and Ceylon.
Medical science.
So they are going to
Dhanvantari
right
side
into the king. Here you can see in that corner. Yeah, they are like a different nation people. When they sold their horses, they are going to pay tax to the king. During the festival of Dashara, on 10th day they had been celebrating Vasantotsavam. Then they pour water mixed with the multiple colors. They celebrate the holy celebration and they should take a bath. There you can see the aqueduct connection. They trace that aqueduct connection, they excavated here, they find out these tanks. And this is for the kids, and that's why they built a low depth. 15 feet more
Wait, 15 feet more.
from the water level.
It's a step well, that's why, so it goes down all the way.
Actually, this year we have a more rain, no? That's the water level bit up.
see the color?
Algae.
Yes, ma'am. Look at the broken brick wall is there. That was the Devi shrine. That was the Durga Devi temple. During the period of Vijayanagar, every year they had been celebrating Navaratri festival. In that time, instead of Durga, they installed the Navadurga Murtis over there inside the temple. Every day a particular name of the goddess they worshipping here. They required a water for dipping the deity or for abhishekam. So water is necessary. That is why in front of the temple they built a water tank here. So every large scale temple having a water tank, it's like an ordinary style. But this tank located in the palace ground, that's why they built like extraordinary style. And these stones from Andhra Pradesh, Kadapa. And they did not brought raw material from Kadapa to ready-made it here to build the structure. Each and every pieces of the stone, they ready-made it in Andhra Pradesh. Each and every pieces of slab stones having a number and direction. According to the number and direction, they placed it here. Yes, sir. It is totally 5 levels are there, sir. 5 levels. Two levels are the down. So look at all the 4 direction, the center steps, all the 4 direction. These steps are wider because the great saints, sages, royal family can go down through the steps to collect the water. And those steps are shorter. This place to keep the lamps for the decoration during the festival time. And here you can see the water diversion to the water tank. Always they were used odd numbers. The odd numbers are lucky number, religious number we call. Profit loss, profit loss, profit loss. So profit will be odd numbers, loss will be in the even number. That's why you can see the first level. There are 9 group of steps. You can see 1 group, 2 group, 3 group, like a 9 group of steps on the first level. If you go to the second level, 7 group of steps. Then 5 group of steps. Then 3, then 1. So 1 is the universe, 3 is the Trinity, 5 is the 5 elements, Sapta Maharshi, Navagraha, like that also. So that's why they use odd numbers always. And even this tank also entirely covered in the mud. Up to this level high, mud was covered here. Archaeological Survey of India, they traced this connection. They excavated here in 1983. They find it as it is like this. They took 3 years to remove this tank. Because they are not using the iron rod to dig. They use small brushes to remove the mud slowly by slowly. It's take long process, excavation means. Because they want to find it out in detail. Look at here the dining plates. The plates made of stone.
Dining plate.
Yes, sir. These plates for the soldiers. Actually, these plates not located here. From here to half a kilometer away, there was a Bhojana Shala. So dining hall for the soldiers. These plates they were not carrying it. They fixed it in a particular spot, and in front of the plates, they made a water canal. After having food, they collect water from the canal. They used to wash the plates. Because of these stones having a heavy mineral and iron contents, that's why they serve food directly on these plates. You can hear the sound also, sir.
That's how that musical columns.
And also other thing, difficult to steal the plates. That's why they made of stone. In the boundary wall, 9 foundations were there. These were the Vijayanagara Kingdom administrative office blocks.
Oh. Okay. That is where Sugriva was.
Yeah, heights. And also this present day it is a beautiful spot for sunrise, sir.
ಅದು ಮಾತಂಗ
Just on that map like thing, this is supposed to be
There's a room down there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be some
It
secret
was a
room.
secret chamber.
There, see?
For escape, huh?
No, sir.
It's written over there.
During the Vijayanagar period, the naval kings, ministers, ambassadors, messengers, when they come to Vijayanagar, if they want to talk any confidential matters with the Vijayanagar kings individually, they were using this chamber. Especially to this chamber, they built with the green basalt stone. The green basalt keep cool inside. And also it is
So
echo
there are
proof.
rooms inside.
Yeah, you can
It's
see a
supposed to be
passageway from
it's supposed to be with roof like this, ma'am, here. So
It's covered actually.
yeah, it was covered, sir. In that corner there is a way to go in and exit also out.
There.
When you get on from that corner, sir, that way lead to this corner. From this corner behind the wall there is a passage. You can use the both direction. If you come that way or this way, it lead here. It was a chamber to discuss a confidential matter.
There, what is that?
No, ma'am. Actually, you can use that way to come to the middle point.
Oh, from there to like
Yes.
that.
To the both side.
We're not allowed to go inside, are we?
You can.
I mean,
But don't discuss any confidential matter
Yeah.
because we can hear. So it was covered. It was covered
Is
earlier.
it dark?
Yeah, little dark. For that boundary wall, you can see the foundation, sir. From there to until here. It was the king's residential palace ground. According to the records, there was a 3-storied sandalwood palace.
Sandalwood.
Yes, sir. And molded with gold and silver plates, decorated with diamond, rubies, pearl, gems, crystal. There was a luxurious palace located here. They made of sandalwood because of this was a hot atmosphere territory. Sandalwood keep cool inside.
But where are they getting sandalwood from?
In Tirupati, no ma'am, in Tirupati and Dharmasthala, we have a Western Ghats, no? They will get from there.
I mean, yeah, they
So
have
the
the
order
whole
to
of
them, they will
South
bring it
India,
easily.
so. Mama, they have the whole of South India, so I feel like they could find it.
And it was a long-lasting good, more than 1,000 years. Presently, if you go to Mysore, still the palaces exist because it's a long-lasting good, man. And easy to carve any sculpture because wood has a softness and they also spread nice fragrance. It's the one reason why they used to build sandalwood. The other reason, if they built a structure along with the stones, it could be permanent. But the next generation kings, they want to add something, they want to dismantle something. From the stone, it is very difficult. From the wood, it is very easy. That's another thing why they used to build with sandalwood palaces over here. But unfortunate, Bahmani sultans, they collected valuable things and they set fire, burned down the wooden structures. Only foundations are there remains because foundation made of stone, ma'am. And right now we are standing over here. It was a Raja Darbar. There were 100 pillars. It was a 2-level structure. You can see the 10 into 10 holes are there.
So I guess that's the staircase to the second level.
Yeah.
There. Krishna and I climbed up that.
Oh.
See how it was. Raja Darbar. Actually, Krishnadevaraya to this Darbar they called Bhuvana Vijayam. He wrote himself is a book that's Amukta Mauleda. He mentioned in that Amukta Mauleda it was a Bhuvana Vijayam. It's a Raja Darbar. The stairs lead to this level. That stairs. And in front of the foundation, you can see there's such a big ground. This place to keep the chariots and horses, ma'am.
Parking.
Yes, sir, parking space.
The next one.
And when the horses became thirsty, they filled water over there.
Place.
You can see the trenches made of one stone, 10-meter length.
No, I just missed the.
One stone.